You're listening to Bluebird on Your Shoulder, three voices pushing back against Trump, MAGA, and the lies that make authoritarianism possible, facts over fear, process over power. Season 2.
We're already off to a great fucking start. So we don't even have it fully fucking loaded. You're already fucking laughing. We're back. It's been a while, like 28 days, maybe?
I
think it's been
we're at a month.
Days.
Yep.
Yeah. So... well, 28 days is there are people out there, but 31 days is a month. Just stop. So 28 days is a moon cycle. So there we go.
Moon cycle. But no, there you go.
Yeah, it's a moon cycle. We've and there's 13 of those in a year, not 12. So we had 4. I mean, it's not shocking that the weeks were like, there was a lot. It's not shocking that there's so much. There's no way we could actually in detail cover all of it.
I tried to segment it all, and I got 20 segments.
20. You got 20. I have 10. So, but that doesn't account for how much we actually talk. That only accounts for how much you're supposed to talk.
Yeah, right.
So that's like 4.
Right. Well, we'll see how much we can get through. Are we going to go back to front or front to back?
No, I don't do chronological. I want to do important to like a lot of things happen, but some things definitely are going to carry more long-term weight than other things. I mean, I think, but given all of the things that were super common topics week over week before, we have to start with what happened with Iran. Like, we have no choice but to start with the peace deal that wasn't a peace deal, that was a peace deal, that isn't a peace deal, that is happening at Camp David, that's not happening at Camp David. That every time we do make peace, Israel blows somebody up. And so then Iran says, well, that's part of the agreement that won't happen. We do. And I've been super excited to bring this up for you, where I've definitely seen that Trump has flat out talked shit to Bibi about what the fuck is wrong with him. You're just figuring it out, huh? So there is hope you're going to figure out you're a moron too. There's hope. But yeah, so we got mad at Israel. Israel's, I don't know what they are, parliament, people in the administration, they're some genocidal motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Like Ben Gravir. And I saw a couple of deeper dives, and I'm like, oh yeah, this sounds very Goebbels and Himmler. Like, this is very Goebbels and Himmler, like very Goebbels and Himmler. I'm like, I don't even think they were this bad openly.
Not openly, yeah.
So, but no, yeah, so we definitely had that. I don't know where we really stand, and I think that when it does come to fruition, because it will, because Iran can't sustain a full war with us. How many times has it? The Gaza ceasefire, it's never, ever actually been a ceasefire. You can't say that how many times have they violated it when they have never honored it in the first place? So all the times, every day, how many days since you supposedly signed it? That many days is how many days?
No, even more than that.
Well, that's times.
The ceasefire agreement at least 3,465 times.
No, that's what I'm saying.
October 10th.
0 days. 0 days. So for 0 hours of 0 days since it was supposedly a thing. That's how many times. But no, it's the Iran ceasefire. It's a negotiated exit, right? Because there was no exit. There was no exit, so you had to negotiate an exit because the people finally made you understand that you're getting fucking pummeled in the midterms over this, and we don't want that to happen.
Well, and he's running back to the SAVE Act to try to scare people into pressuring the Republicans that will not sign off on it in order to try to save himself from prison time.
Well, there's a full out Republican GOP civil war happening in the House. So that's actually one of my topics. I actually do have that topic in here. That wasn't going to be my number 2 topic, but it's definitely in here. I do want to say one of the questions out there that I've heard from somebody is like, did the administration achieve its original objectives in Iran? What fucking objectives? Like, at what point have you not realized there was never any fucking objectives? That there was never any plan whatsoever?
Are we talking about the Epstein files?
No, that could have been the only objective.
That was the objective.
Those go away. That's true. That's very true. That could be the only objective. But I definitely feel like it was the most ready, fire, aim situation I've ever seen with our military.
Well, I mean, they've been running drills against Iran since, the 70s. So
yeah, I've seen us make mistakes before. Or maybe not do things exactly the right way. But hindsight's always 20/20, right? I've seen our military be improperly used by the wrong leaders. Not necessarily without an objective, though. They had an objective. They just couldn't accomplish it. Then you put the right leaders in place and they more or less did accomplish it.
But
this was just blind, like, hey, we're going to go do it. What are we going to do? I don't know. It's like, we're going to go over to eat. Yeah, well,
that way,
it reminded me of watching like a King of the Hill episode. God damn it, Bobby, you going to go over here and you hump to? All right. It was like a redneck comedy skit. Like, I saw this oil patch and I was thinking of you. Then I decided to hit you with the missile. And like, what the fuck? There was no, because people, what do you think they achieved their objective? What fucking objective? But yours is a fair one. And then I don't think that Iran ever actually lost capabilities that we say they lost. Some maybe, or were hindered or wounded.
We definitely hit a lot of targets, but we also believed our own lie, which was, how ill-equipped that they were in order to fight a sustained war with us. But then you read like intelligence reports and how they were like, no, they have like 30 or like 300 miles of underground tunnels filled with missiles. And they have launchers, that we don't even know the number of. So like, when Trump was saying, oh, we've completely obliterated any ability for them to wage war at any kind of distance, they still had jets flying. They still had missiles, that they were throwing. And then intelligence came out and said, oh, we think that they still have about 50% of their stockpile.
You don't say. You don't say.
And that was after we stopped throwing shit at them. Yeah.
I don't know. I think we didn't hurt them. I think that he did a lot of damage to himself with the No New Wars people. I think he once again reiterated how much of a giant fucktard he is. He doesn't have any problem doing that, though. So yeah, but we definitely did start a whole Republican Civil War. So the House is...
That's what you were talking about, sorry.
Yeah, oh. Yeah, that dude, whoever that dude is, he's a fucking psychopath. So, yeah, I don't know. What's his name?
Death penalty law specifically for Palestinians.
He got to be in there. What's his name in there? Do they have his name? I think that's Ben Gavir. So,
groups.
Well, wouldn't it be under the photo? Isn't that where they put like who's in the photo?
Yeah, usually. Yeah, Ben Gavir.
I don't. Yeah. See, I saw him talk. I was like,
celebrates,
grovels. So Joe, probably Mr. Propaganda himself, and worse than I'd ever heard out of that dude's mouth. So I am too. So, but that dude, yeah. So it's definitely caused this, right? So you're right. He pivoted back to the SAVE Act, really heavy. He can't get it through the Senate. You can't get it through the House. You have to get it through both to get to you. You keep bouncing back and forth about which one you're trying to get it through. It's not going through either. Like the latest was what, 14 defectors?
Yeah.
From the Republican side to the Democrat side, it's like, no, because there's this weird part where there already is voter ID requirement in a majority of the fucking states you can vote in.
I think and like the 37 or something.
I think a part of them truly, genuinely believes if we have voter ID, we win California. Like, I think they firmly actually believe that.
I mean, they've got all kinds of, like, ill-conceived ideas in their minds that they absolutely believe is true.
You're the kindest human being saying ill-conceived ideas. Absolutely fucking moronic ideas. Absolutely lack any form of common sense whatsoever. Ideas. It's like I saw, we were talking earlier, which it'll probably make some of the shorts from the intro recording we do where we just sit here and talk shit. But we talk about the oceans being warm because we've both been in the Gulf recently. I mean, it's fucking bathwater warm. Like
bathwater warm.
Like mid 80s and higher.
Like
the water at the shore, bro.
Yeah.
And then going out like to where it was probably, it was chest high for me, so 4.5 feet.
I went out to the second sandbar, so because like after
you went out to the brake line.
Yeah,
went out to the brake line.
Yeah. So when you get out there, it's not really any colder, honestly.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I was just saying it didn't. So I saw an article really like their oceans are hotter than they've ever been, and it's causing problems. Which imagine that. And then I saw a comment on there. It's like, oh well, pretty soon, because it was like a CNN story on Facebook, so I knew this was going to be fucking interesting. I hope in them comment sections excited though. And it was like, oh, wait 2 months, it's going to be it's too cold comments. And I commented something along the lines is it's really the greatest thing in the world that facts don't give a fuck what morons think. So, and tell me you don't understand the difference between climate and weather in any other way. It's all, they're so simple. They're simple-minded bastards, dude. Really, it's all about what happens to me in the moment. There's no ability to expand beyond right now. So like, yep, nope. It's goldfish, bro. It's goldfish. Yeah. It's fucking Dory. It's fucking Dory, bro. Like, what? So they're Dory. They're all Dory. Like, oh, forgot again. Hi, my name's Dory. Who are you? Good to meet you.
Just keep swimming.
Just keep swimming. No, for sure. But yeah, so there's the full Civil War, right? Full Civil War over this. The Freedom Caucus is doing their thing. The Republicans cannot govern with narrow majorities because they don't like each other. I think it's the swing state Republicans that are like, no, we're in deep shit. Like, and we can't go along with you retards because they don't like you. Oh, see, there I go. I'm dropping the word and get called an ableist again. The far left pisses me off.
We're banned. We're banned.
I don't give a shit. But no, so there was this one. It wasn't on my, I'm going to throw it in here. It's definitely not a highlight, but we'll get to the really major topic next. So we're definitely having the World Cup in America right now.
Yep.
It's super fucking dope. I think all of the TikTok and Twitter and of all the foreigners coming to America for the first time and loving America and loving Americans and embracing our culture and finding out we actually do in fact have culture, a lot of them. We don't have one culture. We have a lot of cultures. It's strange. Right. It's a strange reality.
Well, but it's nice. You don't actually have to go to Asia in order to be exposed to Asian culture. Like
melting pot.
Well, but the assumption is in a melting pot, and there's a lot of, especially white nationalist groups, that think that that believe that in a melting pot that there should be no culture except for
that it should be homogenous,
unseasoned white goop.
The word homogenous works well because that sounds like unseasoned white goop. Homogenous.
Yeah, right. so they,
but it in fact has Caribbean jerk spices, bitch.
Yeah.
But no, it's really cool. Like, so, and I'm pro America. I am, and I'll always be pro America, and that's kind of why I hate this motherfucker so much and these people so much. But I do understand that they do truly believe they are pro America. I do understand that part. That in their perception they are. And that comes to the perception versus reality conversation we are never having online while being videotaped. Because nobody wants to watch 6 days straight of YouTube. They don't make enough coffee. I'm old and my feet hurt. But anyway.
Just have a D&D game going at the same time.
Yeah. I think I think like it reinvigorated me in a lot of ways. Like they were seeing the America that sometimes I forget that's what I'm trying to defend.
Right. Yeah.
That sometimes I get so lost in it.
God.
So I think going on break and this happening at the same time has really reinvigorated me. But then there was a moment, like it's a moment I really want to get to. It's really important. So this guy got really popular on Twitter. His name was Freddie, supposedly from Germany. It's the internet. Who knows what's fucking real? Freddie from Germany, he went viral as fuck.
Yeah, so he's running around showing like all kinds
going
of
to Waffle
stuff.
Houses and Buc-ee's and ends up at an Ella Langley concert, who is absolutely a gorgeous human being. And like doing country stuff. So he was obviously like super embraced by the right because it's on Twitter is where he went most viral.
Yeah.
That's MAGA. MAGA people were sharing it left and right, like, see, woo, America's the shit, right? And I'm all for that. But then there was like the super far left liberal people who were like, no, you shouldn't enjoy America because it's so fucked now and it's this and it's that. And I'm like, I hate that there is a faction of my side that works so terribly against my goal that I almost agree with them if you genuinely hate it that bad. You cannot enjoy the fact that somebody is enjoying our country and its people.
Yeah.
Because the people of America are not the politics of America.
Right.
I hang out with a lot of people that I know vote a different way than me. You know what I'm saying? It takes nothing away from who they are as human beings to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When we're together doing the thing, that's what we're doing. We're doing the American stuff, hanging out at the beach, drinking some on pontoon boats, drinking some garage beers. You know what I'm saying? Like getting it down, watching a bunch of people who vote for MAGA drink Modelo. It's the most mind-blowing, ironic shit ever. So you guys know that they make that in Mexico.
Yeah.
And it only comes over on the back of illegal immigrants. That's the only way you can get it. So, but like to see that happen from the left, and it's like, so Freddie ends up deleting his Twitter, which he said he was going to originally do, but he put a post up on TikTok that was like, it was just a group of people that were like evil about it. And unfortunately, I was in the comments, and I know that group of people was the far left.
Mm-hmm.
And you're not helping the cause in any way, shape, or form. And this is the one thing I will agree with MAGA people. If you hate this country that badly, fucking leave. You can go, you're a smart person. You can go make a life for yourself somewhere else. And they will take Americans. And you do have skill sets because you went through American schooling.
Not anymore. Not anymore. They won't take us anymore.
Won't take Americans anymore. Sadly.
I was actually just talking about this with somebody online on Facebook.
Well, okay, you might be right. Go to Canada. I don't know.
No, they
really won't take us anymore. But no, it really sucked for me. I hate it when I see the group of the left that make the right. They make them correct.
And I mean we've said it time and time again. both sides are wrong on the edges. The middle of the left is just more right than the middle of the right nowadays.
Yeah, that's probably true as fuck.
Yeah, that was too many rights and lefts for me. I got confused.
Yeah, we were turning and making loop-de-loops. I understand.
Yeah. But like, I think that too many people have gotten used to the argument and the the demonization of not just the other political party, but also the demonization of what America is, because they don't feel like it represents them anymore. And that's being highlighted by so much vitriol. And when the politicians don't have to speak in code to the racists and the bigots, that's when it does get hard. Like, quite honestly, when I heard, about, all of the propaganda, well, I won't even say propaganda. I'll say the coverage of people coming out and saying how much they loved America. My instant thought was, oh, look at that piece of propaganda. And I had to catch myself and do the same thing that you were alluding to, which was to remember that, I do love America, even though I don't recognize her very often anymore.
I don't recognize her very often anymore either, and that's why it was so cool to see people seeing her for the first time. So, like, the other thing they were getting mad at him about is you acted like it was your first time here. No, he clearly stated he had been here before. He just stated that he had only been to tourist spots like New York and Vegas.
Right.
He hadn't gone through and went to a Buc-ee's in Athens, fucking Georgia.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a different thing, people.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a different, like, that part of the world is a different part of the world. If the only place you've been is New York and Las Vegas, you know nothing about hanging out on Bourbon Street. Yeah. With the Louisiana, like, you don't know what it's like to eat Creole food for the first time in your life. Like, to go to a country concert in Oklahoma City. That's not New York, people. Promise you it's not. But to watch, and it wasn't just them, like the Scots.
Yeah.
We're going absolutely ballistic in Boston, bro. And Boston embraced the fuck out of them. And that storyline was really cool. I followed a couple of the Scots having a great time in the country.
What was that you that talked about? They went down to Miami and absolutely tore them a new asshole.
Well, they didn't like it.
Yeah,
because and I remember some girl like stitched a video on TikTok, and I loved every minute of it. And she was like, "Oh, honey, I feel for you, but now you know the difference between a blue state and a red state."
Yeah.
Because they were like, Boston was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And for as much as I am a Yankee fan, Boston is a great city. So it truly is a great city, and there's a lot of it. And that they had fun, dude. They drank Boston.
Yeah, dry.
Boston and Milwaukee are about the two places in this country I didn't think you could drink dry.
Yeah.
Turns out
they
it only takes
shipments diverted to them.
Turns out it only takes about 6,000 to 10,000 Scots, and they can do it because they start drinking at 10 in the morning.
Right.
So, but then they also clean up after themselves, and all their trash is in a nice pile.
And any of their guys that get a little too rowdy, they freaking corral them.
They self up. Yeah, they self up. No, so it was really cool to see that, and it was really reinvigorating to me to remember that there was a time where I didn't just look at the politics of the country, and I did see that. I did see the country for what it is. I've seen a vast majority of this country, interacted with people from all over this country, and I have never not enjoyed it. I've met shit people everywhere. None of which being political. And I've met great people being everywhere, not knowing in the time, but knowing now that there's a 98% chance that we politically.
I mean, I've met people that, we have the opposite politics, and we argue like people think that we're about to throw down, you know, like we'll go at it that hard. I mean, I yelled at one of my closest friends today and told her there's no such thing as reverse racism. And
like being racist against white people.
Yeah, exactly. And so
I've never heard a good case study for that.
Yeah, I mean we won't get into that today. We don't have time. We have too many things. But yeah,
we're not even through thing 3.
World Cup is awesome.
It is awesome.
I still have absolutely no idea what's going on.
Yeah, fair enough. But for anyone who doesn't know, I am definitely still a football, hockey, baseball guy before I'm a soccer guy.
And but I am still a non-sports guy.
Yeah, but the World Cup's fucking awesome. So no, yeah, that definitely happened. But then we had, right? So we're gonna bring this up. We're gonna lead right into this, right? Tomorrow is 250.
Sure is.
200.
No.
Yeah, no, 2 days from now.
Days. Oh,
when this will air. I knew what I was doing. You didn't know what I was doing, so now we're caught. No, they know. But yes, when this airs, it will be tomorrow. So I had already factored that in. It's like changing from Central to Eastern time. I got it. So Saturday is July 4th, and it will be our 250th birthday. And Trump is launching a bunch of patriotic rallies and events, and Democrats are criticizing the events as campaign rallies. And I'm going to be real with you. Yeah, they kind of are. I don't disagree with you. However, I can't fault the sitting president of the United States for celebrating 250 years as a country.
Is he celebrating it, though?
Well, that's the masquerade, so we can call it that.
Well, but I mean, he's like, if you listen to the speeches that he's making, if you listen to the content of his speeches, they are not about what we're doing. I
listened to one word in 28 days. I cut him off. If I turn on a video and I saw his mouth open, I immediately shut it. I shut it. I hit the lock screen.
Good on you.
That is the one person I was cutting completely out. I heard about it. I kept kind of tabs on it, but I did not listen to him because I didn't have to because we were on break.
I didn't listen during my vacation down in Disneyland.
I called the whole 28 days we weren't here vacation from him.
Yeah, good luck. Good on you. Good on you.
That's what I was going to do.
But that's the thing is that, he's campaigning. This is his second term. He can't be reelected as far as the laws go right now. But that's what he's doing is he is campaigning, and that's what makes it even worse. Like if he was 3 years in to, his first term and he was going out and campaigning and using this as his chance to, get some free advertising. All right, fine. You plug it a little bit, whatever. Fuck you. But like he's making it all about him. It's all about what he's done. And
that's his everyday. There's nothing
I know,
to do
but
with it.
Jesus Christ,
So I think he could be sitting down taking a shit, and he would still do the same thing about how it was the greatest shit ever, and no other shit has ever come close, and not one shit has ever stunk in his entire life, and it smells like fucking roses and potpourri every time that he shits, and that while he shits...
it's so much better than Melania's?
It's way better than Melania's, and it's so much better than Obama's ever could have been, and his shit has never once been black, and... It has always remained the palest color possible. Like that is yeah, dude, it doesn't. So I don't necessarily, like I said, I haven't listened to it. So this is a completely unobserved, uneducated, ignorant opinion. But that doesn't sound like any day that doesn't end in Y for him. That's who he is. So how is he going to talk about anything without being the bestest, greatest ever? He got up and told a reporter we never talk about this, that he was done with her because she happened to ask him a factual question about facts. And he called her nasty names and stood up and stormed out of the room like a petulant fucking toddler.
Because he is a petulant fucking toddler.
So I don't think that he's necessarily campaigning any more than he did while he's taking his shit. So, I don't think he's setting out to do that. I think it's impossible for him to see a microphone or a camera and not talk about himself.
You are an awfully
astute person.
Optimistic right now. I think that.
Optimistic. I could be.
Yeah, that was a lot of optimism.
I would have been a lot better with astute and some compliments other than fear mongering. It's fine. So, because you might be fucking right, and I don't like that, but maybe he is, right? So that does actually completely segue into what should have been the number 2 story and the number 3 story. So the Supreme Court has decided that the president is in fact the king, and has absolutely dramatically expanded the power of the executive. Like dramatically expanded the power of the executive. And the executive was initially and
already
intentionally, absolutely designed to be the weakest of the 3 branches.
Yes.
And anyone who questions that doesn't really, you shouldn't celebrate Saturday if you question that, because you obviously have no idea what the fuck was going on and why we were doing that. So at the end of the day, a bunch of rich white slave owners didn't want to pay their fucking taxes to a king anymore. So yes, wealthy donors more sway with this. Yeah, they didn't have enough.
Yeah.
K Street
Citizens
did not
United
have enough
didn't
pull.
ruin democracy or anything.
Well, yeah, K Street didn't have enough pull before this. So to lift limits on how much political parties can spend in coordination with a candidate. So yeah, so you can just dump money in. We'll call that the Elon Musk law, the Elon Musk ruling. So that's him. They definitely overturned a long-standing precedent that limited a president's ability to remove agency leaders. So non-political agencies like the FTC?
Yes. The FTC,
like the federal
I think, is
was
the only
specifically one of them.
Yeah.
So, but that he can in fact fire people like it's a fucking TV show.
Yeah, and like these were offices designed to be oversight and watchdogs for the administration, the federal government. And now he can just put whoever he wants in there so that they'll say whatever he wants, so that there is zero true oversight.
So you don't think it's constitutional? Because that's the court is saying it's what the Constitution was attempting to do.
No, so those types of agencies weren't even conceptualized, because there wasn't that type of layering to the economy, to our federal government. The scope and size was unfathomable. Jesus Christ, why? Yeah, I mean, for them to understand how complex the global economy and how the US economy and all of that works together, they couldn't understand the need for this type of oversight. And those types of commissions and things like that were always designed to be insulated from the executive branch, because that's exactly who they needed to be oversighting, so that they didn't try to consolidate power and install, long-term moles and, I mean, shit like that now is just...
Well, yeah, because if you look at the original decision they overturned was from 35 pre-World War One or pre-World War II. Sorry,
World War II.
Definitely not pre-World. Coming out of World War One.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what you're saying makes a lot of sense, right? Because I think that's part of plain language reading, right? And I think that's what the SCOTUS doesn't do, is plain language reading. So when you do plain language reading, you have to factor in era, time period.
Right.
Like what was happening, what are we motivated by, what is swaying the minds of people in general. And we're coming off of the Great War, coming off the First World War, where we saw people consolidating and condensing power and what they were doing with it. And it was almost like the foreshadowing of World War II was well written at that point.
Well, and the Great Depression, you know, with
was that happening? And because when the stock market collapsed in 32.
Yeah. So it was, that's where a lot of that came from, was exactly the need to have oversight so that those types of things weren't happening. So, and, you know, then we have, you know, like the what are the oversight agencies that check on like free press and things like that. Anyways, you know, so like we've had a lot of these agencies that have been created just because of the expansion of number one, the electorate, you know, those citizens whose rights need to be protected, you know, with the civil rights movement and whatnot. We have, you know, a broader base of citizens that all need to have their voice and their freedoms protected by the Constitution, and that's exactly what these agencies were designed for.
100%. That's definitely it. So that's one of the rulings. One of the other real rulings was the removal of temporary protected status.
Yep.
For a bunch of Haitians and Syrians, while litigation continues. So it's removing their status while we're litigating their status.
Yeah.
Typically, an injunction exists to specifically stop that from happening because we haven't actually decided. Right. So this is definitely giving complete executive discretion over immigration. And the deference, it's giving the courts it's telling the courts to give deference to the precedent, which the judicial should absolutely never give deference to anyone.
No, yeah, it's not. It should
that's that whole blind lady thing, where they have her. You know, I saw a lot of courts. It happened. And it wasn't on fucking court TV, but whatever. So that lady of justice is blind, and the scales are balanced, and that's the judicial's job. It's not the job to defer. But yeah, so affect about 330,000 Haitians. So they face deportation now, and that's a win for them. And I don't, you know, that's crazy. The Federal Reserve, however, so they did overturn him on the Federal Trade Commission, but they did not rule with him on the Federal Reserve and said that he cannot remove Federal Reserve governors.
Right.
While litigation proceeds. You can't do that. So, and I think that's kind of showing their cards that it's political.
Yeah.
Because if you can't do A, but you can do B, or you can't do B, but you can do A, but you can't do B, because they know that doing B could wreck the economy.
Exactly.
So they pulled up a little bit, you know, on that one. That's showing that you are moving as a political. For what reason? Your lifetime appointees, what are they going to do? Firebomb your house? I mean, they might. I mean, I'll be real. They're fucking crazy enough, but I'm not saying the left don't have lunatics too, because we do. But yeah, I think it's really funny. We can protect the Fed, but not the Federal Trade Commission. Yeah, so it's also weird.
Money is more important than people's freedoms, and more important than the possible killing of people that you don't view as American yet.
Yeah, American. They shouldn't be American ever. They put seasoning on their food and their skin ain't white. That's not allowed. So
people are able to soundbite the shit out of us.
I'm a bad person. What can I say? I'm good at it though. But no, I think it's really funny. Like, you can gut that protects the American consumer, but you cannot gut that what protects the American corporation.
Right. Exactly right.
So it's there can be no greater reality if you just open your eyes slightly, right? That we're not.
No. Yeah. And I think that that was something that I really mulled around a lot during break was this like kind of focusing on long term why, like my why, was kind of regrounding myself into why I feel the need to fight, because
We're talking maybe about your 13th reason. So because Trump.
Well, like most people, they're like, oh, you just hate Trump. Well, I really do hate everything that
but that ain't all of it.
Right. Unfortunately, it's all the things that he's doing too. and the reason why he's in power. He is still just a representative of the people that elected him. And really, he is not that far off from all of the things that he said that he wanted to do. And unfortunately, those things are all, in the words of Hillary Clinton, deplorable.
Dude, they carried that like a purse.
I know.
They did, dude.
God.
It's like toilet paper on their heads. And plungers. And when he worked at McDonald's and for the trash truck, bro, that was 10 out of 10. Cinema. That was 10 out of 10. But we did win some.
We did. Birthright citizenship still exists.
We won the mail-in ballot deadline.
Yep.
You have to fucking count them if they were mailed before election day or on election day.
Mm-hmm.
You have to fucking count them because they're legal votes.
And it's never once flipped an election. Never once. But still.
Facts their feelings don't care about facts, bro. Their feelings. They say that too. My feelings don't care about facts. You pluraled that word and it shouldn't have been. Your singular fucking feeling. And that singular feeling ends at I.
Yep.
But yeah, we won that one, which I think was pretty good. They did help gut the Voting Rights Act. I'm pretty sure we covered this in a different episode.
Yep. That one was already done
before us. Yep. And then they are big fucking mad, bro. So they're mad at ACB, Amy Coney Barrett, who I will say has voted most likely the right way more times than not.
Yeah.
So there's this thing where I think she values the Constitution, or at least appears to value it. So
for the most part, yeah. But after her faith, I think that she values the Constitution.
Okay, fair. I'd give you that. But birthright citizenship is a thing.
That's plain language, no matter what time of year you're trying to listen.
I really think it's wild watching the bobbleheads of MAGA on the right say, but black people don't need protected. And that's what the 14th was written for. Okay. You're right that is what the 14th was written for. You are absolutely positively right that a bunch of white people had gotten together and proved that they would ignore the fact that you were born an American citizen if they didn't like the color of your skin, to disallow you from voting in their country. That is why the 14th was written. Now you are trying to disallow people of brown color born in America to their illegal immigrant mom. Who gives a shit if her mom's an illegal immigrant? Because the child isn't.
Right.
Because the child is a member of America, because he was born on America. He or she was born on. I will not say they them. So because I'll never listen, to each their own. I'll never get that one. I've had it explained to me. I don't need it explained to me again.
You want me to explain it to you again?
No, I've had it explained to me, and okay. I think that on Tuesday, if you feel a little bit more A than B, you can just tell me that's what you are today. So no, you're not doing it. I don't. Nope. No. I've had smart people explain it to me, and at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck if you identify as a lamp post.
Yeah, I mean,
I give no fucking shit. So live your life to the best of your ability and be happy.
And be nice to other people.
Yes, and I will treat you with all the respect in the world. I just want to understand what the fuck's going on. It's fine.
You don't have to. I don't need to understand.
Not a requirement. Yeah. But yeah, I definitely think birthright was really, really important, because if they were allowed to attack an amendment without an amendment, that would be an insane reality. And now I've seen the bobbleheads be like, well, now we just need an amendment or to revoke them. You do understand when you need to do that, right? And you'll never have that. Like, we'll never probably have the ability to do an amendment either. But you're trying to make it so we will. Because we could win 2/3 of the governorships in the House, Senate, and presidency one day. And then we could write an amendment. So what's this one about?
This is just going over all of what we're talking about, but
all of the arguments that have been had in front of the court.
I just wanted to show, the penis,
wanted to show articles,
the walking penis, and what they're talking about is that they are going to try to pass a new amendment or revoke the 13th Amendment in order to
14th.
Birthright.
It's the 14th.
My bad.
So calm down. Get your amendments in order. So
right.
I say that. I couldn't tell you what the 13th is. But no, it's a wild one that they actually literally, I mean, he wrote that executive order literally day one.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
So that's been a minute that the court has been kicking this one around, and they finally were like, yeah, no.
They wanted to let him. They wanted to give him as much leeway as possible, so that he could get as many.
Everyone born in that time, yeah, but all them people born in that time were still American citizens. So you can't inject an amendment. So that's not going to work,
right? Well, and the sheer level that amendments have to go through in order to be passed, you're talking over 60%. So, and no part of America agrees at 60% unless it's about hating Donald Trump.
Facts. That's hardcore fuckery right there. So yeah, no, so the Supreme Court definitely did Supreme Court things. It also, I think, a really big thing is there's a lot of people who warned you these types of things would happen if you didn't vote for Hillary.
I mean,
people called them crazy. Said they were being hysterical.
Yeah.
And
that we just wanted to kill babies.
No, that was what the right was saying. I'm talking about what the other left was saying. The left that refused to vote for
Hillary. Yeah.
Because I was trying to have grown-up conversations with hyper-progressives that were like, she may be a centrist Democrat, but she's not going to allow this shit to happen.
And yes, they stole it from Bernie. Get the fuck over it. Like, we can bitch about it. We can oust all of the Democrats that did that after the election. But for fuck's sake, don't jump off the boat just because you don't like.
They did steal it from Bernie.
They did. Yeah, absolutely. And I love Bernie.
And that is what cost Hillary Michigan.
Yeah.
And that definitely decided the election.
They were on a tipping point anyways.
Well, they were already tipping, but then when you lose that 6% makes a lot of difference. And when that 6% actually, honestly, was a lot of middle-aged white males.
And well, and not only that, like just the feeling of your voice being taken away from you, it demoralized the democratic the people showing up. That thing, you know. So it demoralized the output. No, the outturn, the show turn.
Turnout. The show turn. So is that like Spirit Fingers? So then another weird thing he recently quietly popped off is he's starting to threaten tariffs again.
Well, now that he got beat again with SCOTUS ruled against him for the tariffs, now he's working on some other ways to tank our
economy.
Our economy.
They did. I think it was pretty interesting. The report came out today that the best job growth in a year, and they were celebrating that. Really? So 57,000, I think, jobs. So a very minimal growth in jobs, and that's exciting.
And that's still not, adjusted. They'll release the actual report here pretty soon.
What is that?
Anybody remember what the
no, I don't.
Trans-Pacific Partnership was? TTP?
Yes, I know what TTP was.
Yeah,
I think it was TTP.
Yeah. Anybody remember what it was called that the TPP replaced? Anyways, this is the USMCA. I don't know if you remember who came up with that one after.
USCMA.
Anyways, this is the new
United States Canada Mexico agreement, otherwise known as NAFTA.
NAFTA, there it is.
That's what you were
North American
North American Free Trade Agreement, NAFTA.
Free trade, yeah, thank you.
That was, I know, it was in the drug days.
Oh, there it is, right there.
I get it. It was in the drug days. I got
all right, so anyways, now they're saying that the agreement that they came up with, which was the greatest trade agreement in the entire history of the world, is now not good enough, and they're going to tear it up. Yeah.
So the agreement they came up with that was better than NAFTA, because we revoked NAFTA and then we were going to re-up, and it was the greatest one ever, but now it's no good.
Now it's no good.
This is what I'm telling you, bro.
It's no good in its current form.
These are the things that he does when he's taking poop, bro. I'm telling you, this man shits bad ideas and narcissism. But vanilla, whisper, pine tree, coconut oil smelling poop.
But so, as long as you don't forget that it is actually communism that is the biggest threat to America today.
Record boats leaving. So he wants people to record the boats leaving the strait.
Yeah, because
communism
is
the greatest threat. Is the true greatest threat to America today. But one of your besties runs a communist nation. How did your bestie feel about you saying that? Or have you realized he's not your bestie? So your 2-3 besties, 2 of them are no longer your bestie. And the other one dog walks you all over the national stage. So
which one is that? Because I thought they all dog walked him.
Xi.
Okay.
Nobody dog walked him the way Xi dog walked him, bro.
Well.
Nobody dog. And I think Putin's an extremely intelligent person.
Well, right? he put the collar on him and dog walked him.
Yeah, I think Putin's an extremely intelligent person. Don't get me wrong. I think Putin probably knows more about America and American history than 98.7% of Americans do.
Sure.
But Xi just absolutely humiliated that dude. Like it was a fucking teenage beauty pageant. I also think it's really interesting that, and then his other bestie is BB, and BB's just a complete fucking, just an absolute fucking psychopath, bro. An absolutely maniacal, power hungry psychopath.
I mean,
So
I think that half of Israel's leadership falls into that category.
You're just so excited. I'm giving you Israel talking points. You just,
you didn't have to give them to me. I already had them.
I might as well bring them up before you do on your own. But yeah, what else do you got? Because we got 5 minutes left, and I definitely didn't make it through my 10.
The Qatari Air Force One is in service.
Okay, that happened now. All right.
Yeah. Let's see here. We got Trump made 1.4 billion from crypto ventures, according to tax filings. That's only that we are talking about today, because I don't have hard figures on the other ways that he has scammed us over the past couple of years. More news about Thomas Macy. I think that Thomas is going to really try to help finish dividing the Republicans, and hopefully he'll be the one that actually saves the Republican Party from itself.
It's what he wants to do.
That's I mean,
that's true.
I would support him.
I am sadly supporting somebody that I haven't been able to stand for over a decade.
I know.
For sure. Because I think he is in the right place. And
I think Paul Ryan was the same way. Like, I couldn't stand Paul Ryan, and then suddenly he turns into an all right guy and then retires.
Because he couldn't deal with this shit, bro. He couldn't deal with it. And I don't
He knew he was gonna get he knew he was gonna get imprisoned like Mike Johnson's about to. Oh. Yeah, all right. So then we have some talk about how the Middle East is going to, thankfully, hopefully, make some really big shifts away from OPEC and the way that security agreements have kind of all led to Donald Trump having control of everybody. So hopefully that doesn't hurt our economy, with the war machine being one of the primary sources of income that we tend to lean on anytime we see a dip in our economy.
That's very true.
And then some news about, we did touch on Israel, but we didn't get to all of Israel. Israel is still killing people in Syria and and in Lebanon.
They're awake today. It's daytime.
Yeah. So I just want to highlight that Israel is still committing genocide on more than one front. There is a U.S. Commission report that says that 73 Palestinian children were shot by Israelis in the head during earlier fighting, and that
25,000.
It's 73.
73 children?
Palestinians, yes. Palestinian children were shot in the head.
Just 73?
Just
I thought you said 25,000, so there's a big difference between those two numbers.
There is a big difference. I don't know what you heard. But
probably what they were dreaming about.
25,000, I think, was that number earlier in like how many times or how many people have been wounded since the ceasefire or something. But no, 73 Palestinians were shot in the head by Iraqi forces, and there's a UN Commission report that highlights that. Israel's saying that it was an accident.
Israeli forces, not Iraqi forces.
Oh, you're right. Jesus,
you had a flashback.
Yeah.
So you had some operation in the desert moment there where you shot at Iraqi forces. Never.
No, they weren't Iraqi forces.
Okay, that's true. But you definitely said Iraqi forces, so I want to clarify.
I did say Iraqi.
You did in fact mean Israeli forces.
I did in fact mean Israeli forces.
The IDF.
The Iraqis aren't doing anything wrong right now.
Yeah, okay, there we go. They're currently chilling.
They are chilling. They're trying to stay out of everything.
Well, we've already dumped the country twice, so I don't blame them.
Yeah, exactly.
So I remember I did see a TikTok the other day. I mean, it was a skit, obviously. And it was
Do you know
somebody
about the Society of St. Pius?
Is that a religious thing where they like whip themselves and
I don't think so.
Chastise themselves and
they've been excommunicated by Pope Leo.
Yeah, because I bet that's them, dude. The fucking lunatics.
The ones that whip themselves?
They self-flagellate. And they
adhere to the principles of.
And they chastise themselves. That's not the right word. Like actually put on the band. No, I was gonna say that. I know that's not the right word. No, like the band, like the spiked band, they put it on and like clip it in, and they flog themselves. And I'm pretty sure these are the group of people who were kind of low-key.
I think you're thinking of the Da Vinci.
I'm definitely thinking about a Da Vinci Code, bro, without a doubt. This is 100% what I'm thinking about. So, but I feel like that is the group in which those people were based on. Good call on figuring out that I was.
Seminary is in Switzerland, and there's an estimated 16,500 faithful followers, and 400,000, I think, is what it said. Followers of the group worldwide. That's a lot of people. The sin would amount to a sin of extreme gravity that would ultimately harm the faithful. The group proceeded with the event. So they like consecrated. I said consecrated somebody. Anyway, ooh. I was looking at that.
Okay.
Vice of response. Oh. One of the big ones that Jesus Christ. I can't believe I was going to let this one go.
Me either. No idea what the fuck you're about to say.
They're about to bury Soleimani and Khamenei, the supreme leader.
Got it.
They expect 20 million people to show up. I thought that dude was hated.
Well, what's the total population of Iran? Not on this. Don't know, motherfucker. Why are you asking me hard questions? I got you. I'll snoogle it. 93.2 million.
That's still a lot of people.
Well, it's a quarter of the country then.
Yeah.
That's an awful lot for somebody supposedly hates. I'll give you that all day long.
I mean, that's a quarter of the population showing up. Like,
correct.
If Donald Trump died, there probably would be like 2,000 people that showed up.
Largest crowd ever. Took up the whole 3 states. Never a better funeral ever in the whole world. Greatest coffin ever. Jesus would be the fucking pallbearer.
I'll tell you, but here's the thing. Tehran. I'm sorry, Jesus, I'm struggling.
You are.
Is coming out and making some very accusatory comments towards America and our unwillingness to engage in meaningful peace talks.
No, because we're midterm posturing.
Well, we're actively still shooting at them too, so there's that.
We never stop.
I know.
So, but no.
Oh, and the Trump administration charged the Olympic athlete that took a chip out of the pool that they saw floating around, and could go to prison for 10 years. Yep.
I'm not shocked by that.
You didn't hear about all that, did you?
I heard a lot about the reflecting pool and stupid did stupid and stupid did other stupid.
See how clear that is.
I heard a lot about stupid. But I want to go back to how if Trump had a funeral, I think it would be so epic that not only would Jesus return to earth, Peter, Paul, Zechariah, Abraham himself, and
Abraham himself. Don't forget about Adam and Eve.
No, they're not coming, but Cain is. And they're all going to carry the coffin. Those are the pallbearers for Donald Trump, because of course that would happen. Right? The three, all 7 trumpets, the 3 horsemen, they're coming. Like, everybody's coming. Trump dies, the rapture starts, Jesus returns to carry his casket. The Antichrist says that Barack Obama was the better man. That's how it's going to go. So that's obviously I don't know, the Pentecostals are coming, down here for their big convention. And I'm trying to think, are these like the regular Pentecostals or like the snake dancers? And I asked somebody that, and they looked at me like I was crazy. And I was like, I'm not making shit up here. Like, you should look it up. Now, I'm not saying that most Pentecostals are snake dancers. I'm just saying everybody has crazy. So your computer sounds like it's a jet airplane.
You can hear that?
I can hear that. I couldn't hear it most of the time, so it's a newer. I think it's telling you shared too many different articles.
Yeah, it means
you have too many. At 114 open tabs, you have done enough. Okay, you have done enough. All right, you got enough tabs open for 6 weeks of fucking episodes, bro. So
you don't understand how close that is to accurate.
I do. I'm the king of exaggerating and dramatical effect. This is factual, but when dealing with you, I don't have to do that. I just have to get as close enough to the actual truth as possible, and it will be exaggerated and insanity on its own. So I didn't just pick a random number. I picked that was literally more of a hypothesis than a guess. So I have fucking empirical evidence and research in this category. So he said, you don't know how. Yes, I do. After 30 years, I do. So, but no, we are definitely back. We are going to cut it there because we go on for another 4 fucking hours. We will be back every week.
Tabs.
You're going to get to them next week. You're going to hold on to them. So, because half of this shit's going to continue into this week, we're going to talk about it next week too.
That is true.
So, but yes, it's good to be back. I will admit, it's good to be back. I low-key missed it. I high-key missed it. I'm here for it. We were actually picking up some traction, and we were like, because that's how our lives work. And by traction, I don't think we were important, but I think when you 10x your normal views, it's still good. Yeah, so even if that's from 1 to 10, bitches.
1 to 10.
Even if that's from 1 to 10. Okay, it's 10x, and that's a good thing. That means 9 more people liked us. Fuck off. So, all right, until next week, that's Bluebird on your shoulder.
Thanks, guys.